Well, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I feel good.
So you sounded like you weren't impressed with your performance. Can you kind of elaborate why you feel that way?
You know, I took the fight on short notice, and then my opponent got sick, so I hope he's feeling better, and he's okay. And then this guy took the fight with me short notice. So I never really got to get in shape the way I wanted to be in shape for this fight and work on the things I need to work on. So it's pretty much just me doing cardio the whole time, making sure my cardio was right. I didn't really get to sharpen up at home. I didn't get to work out with my coach. One time I worked with my coach. So most of the time I was just doing cardio.
So would you take another short notice fight after this experience, or would you?
I would.
Depend. You would.
Yeah.
Why is the reason for even though you aren't impressed with your performance, why would you take another fight then?
Oh, this is holidays, and I was not planning for Thanksgiving. I ate a lot of food. So, if it's short notice now, it wouldn't be. I would not short notice right after this fight, but I would in the future.
So I know that you said you had one opponent, then you had an opponent change. What does that kind of do for you in a fight camp? I know you didn't really have a fight camp, but the preparation for fight week, does that mess with your head at all?
No, he's a human. I might have to fight everybody anyways, right? We're all gonna have to fight each other at some point. So it's different, but you got to do it. It's your job. It's what we came to do. We signed on to fight. So.
Was there anything about him that surprised you? I know you didn't get a chance to think about him too much, but.
I did not expect him to be so long. I thought both 80-inch reach, same reach, but his height, I didn't account for his height. So he was longer than me. I'm not used to that. So I had to adjust. Usually I can hit somebody and just take a half a step back and I'm way out of the way. With him, a whole foot back, and he was just like Stretch Armstrong. So it was weird.
So how does your year look? Do you have an idea when you want to come back or a person you'd like to fight?
I'm never picking. It's whatever. I just talk to my manager and my coaches. I let them decide things. I'm like a woman with food. I don't like to choose where we eat. I don't like to choose all that stuff. I like to be told. More like a soldier. I like to be told. I don't want to make it a plan.
Is that just for opponent, or is that also when you want to come back?
Both.
Okay. How many times do you want to fight this year?
4.
Do you just pick that out of your head right now?
Yeah, just more than 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Jamie.
How you doing, man?
Good. This is your 4th fight in a row that you came in as the underdog. What's that about?
I haven't shown much, so I can understand. I get it. I would put me as an underdog too. I haven't shown much. I was timid a lot when I first got here. I'm not timid anymore. I've gotten used to the cameras, like I said. I've been seeing a shrink for, getting that out of my head, using meditation methods to kind of block out cameras. I don't even look up. If you see when I start, I try not to look up as much. I don't want to see the cameras. I like seeing the people in the audience, but I don't like the cameras. So I just try not to look at them.
Yeah, you mentioned that last fight that you were seeing a sports psychologist. How is that going?
It's doing good. I talked to him before the fight. He sent me a few messages, and told me to meditate. That's what I did. Just went in the bathroom, turned off all the lights, did my breathing techniques and stuff like that. Visualizing the win, not thinking about cameras, thinking about being in Duplin County, where I'm from, being in my gym, PCSP, or being with my coach, David Mejia, in Rose Hill, North Carolina. Just being where I'm comfortable. That's what I think about.
Well, what are you doing for the rest of the night?
Well, they changed my flight because a snowstorm or something's going on in North Carolina or heading towards us, so they canceled our flights. So the UFC is getting us out tonight after I got cleared. So we got to actually get to the airport in like 2 hours.
And finally, Nightwolf, where did that come from, and does it have anything to do with Mortal Kombat?
No, it doesn't actually. I didn't think of it. It's actually my four-wheeler. That Nightwolf is a four-wheeler. It's a quad. It's a 2019 700 R Raptor. And what we do is we race and we bet in Pickett Bay, Duplin County. We race four-wheelers and dirt bikes, My little cousins, my Quill, and all of us, we race. And all our four-wheelers and dirt bikes are named something. And I named mine Nightwolf. And everybody just started calling me Nightwolf. So I was like, I'll use it as a fight name. Like, it was something stupid like that, Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm calling myself Nightwolf. It's just some weird stuff, my daughter's gonna ask me at one point, why did they call you that? I'm like, I used to be a samurai.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my man.
I'll just make one quick one because I know you got to catch a flight. You mentioned about how when he was out there, he surprised you with the length. Is there a point when that happens when you're like, oh, this is a little bit more fun now. This is a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
Does that excite you?
It did. Yes, sir. That's a good, yeah, it did. It kind of like, that's why I kind of smiled. If you saw me smile, like, I was like, my eyebrows went up like, oh, I have to actually be technical with you more than I would with anybody else because you're just as long, well, you're longer than me. Yeah, I'm used to being able to use my reach and get out of the way.
So is that something then maybe for the training camp you're going to maybe ask coaches like, hey, we need to kind of focus on this sort of thing?
Yes. And I'm a big fan of his coach too, James Krause. I'm a big fan of everybody that fights in the UFC. I'm like a huge UFC fan, so I'm a big fan of him. And him coaching against me, I was like, oh, man, he's coaching against me.
Did he come up afterwards, give you props or anything?
Yeah, I talked to him. I love that guy. He's really nice. I like him. But I just want to say, shout out to my coach, David Mejia. He's been my coach for 10 years plus, taught me most of the stuff I know, standing up. Justin Saucy, my best friend. Big shout out to Trey Woods and Joe Selecki, my teammates, and my coach, John Salter, and Carlos, and my team management team, LCA Management, PCSP, my GM, Salty Dog Jiu-Jitsu, and just my whole town, Duplin County, North Carolina. I love all you guys. And to my daughter, I'll be seeing you soon. Camilla Pickett.
That's awesome. Congrats on the win. Have a safe flight home.
Thanks.